You got a copyright claim on your video on YouTube. What should you do? How to find it? Is it going to delete your YouTube channel? In this video, I will try my best to give you some tips from my experience. For disclaimer, I am not a lawyer. It is just my understanding of the situation. When you get a claim, you don't need to worry. Your YouTube channel is not going to be banned and the video will still play on YouTube channel. If you have monetization on your channel, then this video that got the claim will not generate money for you. Instead, the money is going to the owner of the music. Be careful which music you put on your video. Royalty-free music doesn't mean it's completely free. It just means you need a license to use it. And with the proper license, you should receive all of the revenue. When you get a claim, you get an email, but you can also find the claims on your channel. Just go to your content tab on your channel and search for the copyright. And then you get all of the videos you do have copyright claim on. When you click on the text, you get a box where you can see details. Then you get into a new window that shows the video with all of the copyright claims. If you have more than one, you will see a list of all of the music tracks you need to do something about. Click on the first track and select the action you have there. Then you get to choose what you want to do with the music in the video. The first option is to trim out the whole section of where the music is playing. The second option is to replace the song with songs from YouTube Free Music Library. The third option is to mute the song. YouTube will mute only the song that has the copyright claim. If you have a narration on the video and you don't want to trim it out or replace the music, then this option is good for you. The fourth option is to call a dispute. If you have a license for the music, then this is the option you need to choose. Let's see every option. The first one is very simple. Click on the option and then you get to a window that shows you what is going to delete from your video. Click on the preview if you want to see what is going to be trimmed out from your video. The option to trim the video is for when you don't really care to remove this part. Just click that you want to do it, and YouTube will remove this part. It will take time to process your video again. The next option is to replace the song. Click on it and it will get the option to change the music. The track that has the problem will be red, so it is easy to recognize it. And then listen to the music from YouTube library and choose music. You need to cover the whole part where the music that you need to change is. You should find music that will match the vibe of the video. If the music that you need to replace is longer than the music you found in the library, then find another one to replace. Also keep in mind that it is replacing the music, but you are not going to have the fade off. This is why it's a good idea to find music that you can put completely on this track so it won't stop suddenly. You can listen to the transition between the YouTube music and the music you already have in the video. Just click on the play button where the video is. If you want to hear the part that you changed, you can skip to that part with the cursor. When you don't have red on the track, then you are ready to close the video and let YouTube process this video. When do you need to replace the song completely? When you have another song without narration, or if you have music and narration or other people talking, but you don't think it is important enough to hear what they say. The next option is if you have people talk that you want to keep. This happens if you have music in the background. YouTube recognizes any music even if it is covered by other people talking or other noise. So don't think that if you have narration and royalty-free music, you can just get away with that without adding the license certificate. You can mute the whole section so it won't have any sound, or you can only mute the music. The process of putting a dispute is a bit longer than the other options. After clicking on the option to put a dispute, you'll get the instruction. Here you can see that they claim that the process can take up to 30 days. From my experience, when you have certificate from a big website, it is not a problem and they can remove the dispute in 1 to 2 days. But if you have a certificate from a different website, or if you have a new channel, or if you have a complicated situation, it can take longer. After 30 days, if the owner of the song doesn't say anything, the claim will be removed. You can also get rejected, and I will talk about it in this video. You can submit a dispute and you won't get a strike if they reject the claim. I assume you have a certificate, so let's go to the next page. Here you need to choose the reason for the dispute. If you wrote a song and for some reason you got a claim on it, then you can choose the first option. This can happen if you use loops when you create the music. This is a big topic. I'm not that deep in it. Let's move to the next option, license. If you have one, you should click on it. If you think you have the music on the video is fair use, then then click on it. You should know that this is a gray area and I don't know much about the topic. So you can do more research with lawyers, channels that can clarify what is fair use. The next option is if you use music from public domain. This is a music that doesn't have copyright because the time for the copyright has passed. It is more for jazz music and classical music. By the way, sometimes you will get copyright claim for classical music. This is because the copyright is because of the recording, not the notes for the piece. So we will go with the license. Next, you have a page where you need to confirm that you have the right to use this music. On the last page, you need to give proof and sign. This is relevant for all of the options above. The explanation is if you choose fair use, you have a list of reasons why you think it is fair use. If you don't find your reason, then probably you won't get the claim removed. You have a box that you need to prove in some way that you own or have permission to use the music. For example, you can add the license certificate you got from the website you download the music from. If you own the music, then if you have Spotify, this is a good place to show that it's yours. If you use loops from some website, add the permission to use it from there. Probably you will find it is a loop when you watch the part that has claim on it. After you provide explanation that are not too long, you have a few boxes to complete. And then you need to sign with your legal name as you write it in English for the bank or some similar formal forms you need to sign. You need to be the owner of the channel. If, for example, you got a certificate for someone who made the video for you, then you need to be the one that signed for it on your channel. If you get rejected, find out why. This is important to know what not to do in the future. Also, keep in mind that you can always remove the song and add a different one. It's always a good idea to upload the video first as unlisted, and then, if it's okay, to publish it. You can also publish the video with a claim on it. It won't do anything to your channel other than give the money to the owner of the music. This is an automated process. You don't need to actually pay for it. If you get rejected, then you can change the music, mute it, remove it completely, or edit the video again and upload it with different music. If you have problem and you have license but you don't know why they didn't let the music pass, then check with the website where you got the license and the music. They probably will explain you, and if it is a mistake, then they can fix it. Remember that this is an automated system, so there can be mistakes. If you want to remove the claim because you think you did everything right and you have the right to use the music in the video, like in the case where you used music from Canva library and got rejected, like me. I choose to replace the music, but you can put an appeal on the music. The process of putting an appeal on the video is the same as with the other dispute. Just this time, you are in danger of flagging your video as strike. So think again if you are not sure what happened. If you have the music from a website like Canva, first go to their support and ask them to clarify why you got the claim and if they can remove it from their side. But if you still think you should put an appeal, then before you put your claim on the video, you need to provide your personal information so the company that put the claim on your video will have the ability to talk to you even on the phone. The next step is the same. Provide everything that can help you remove the claim. This time you have a longer warning from YouTube before you sign with your legal name, which should be the same as you provided in the contact information you wrote in the previous step. I got rejected for the music I uploaded. This is a video I edited on Canva, and I have a long video about Canva because they have a different situation. Well, I choose to replace the music with YouTube music. The reason I got rejected, although I have the license that I paid for, is because when you use the full track and you don't have any narration, they say that the music is playing in the video for the music, and this is something that is not allowed. I change the music on all of the video on my channel. The most important part is to know before you upload the video that you have a license to use the music. I prefer to use music for which I have a paid license. That way I am covered in most cases. It is very important to know that even if you have a license, there are cases where you might use the music not according to the license term. So always read the terms. If you have troubles finding your license, you can click here and find the website where you got the music to see how to find and put the dispute on the video.